Hello everyone and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video we're going to be talking about the new Arcade1up Legacy cabs that just went available for pre-order about 1 minute ago from the time that I started recording this video. But before we get into all of that, if this is your first time checking out the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up, and of course, leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. In addition, you can also follow me now on Twitter and Instagram as Bill's Retro Gaming Show. The links will be in the description below, so if you want to follow me there as well, feel free. All right, but let's get into the news. So guys, back at CES earlier this year in January, Arcade1up announced 3 new legacy cabs that would be coming out later this year. And they were the Bandai Namco Pac-Mania cab, the Midway Mortal Kombat 30th Anniversary cab, and the Atari Legacy Centipede Edition cab. Now, earlier this week on Monday, Arcade1up announced that these would be available for pre-order starting today, Thursday, May 19th at noon, noon Eastern, which, as I said, was just a couple of minutes ago. And of course, we had a lot of speculation on when these would actually be available and what the prices would be. Now, recently, I did a video revisiting some of the leaks that have come out earlier this year, most of which came from a site called Gamefly, regarding cabs that Arcade1up was speculated to release. And among those were these 3 cabs, which, again, we knew were legit because they had already been announced at CES, but we didn't know dates and we didn't know prices. Well, during that video, I said that I was very hopeful that the price would be accurate to the leaks, which was $500 or $499.99. I also said that my thought was that the next cabs we would see actually come out from Arcade1up was going to be the Pac-Mania and the Centipede, probably with the Mortal Kombat to follow maybe about a month later, because these were speculated to drop sometime in June and that one sometime in July, as you can see from the list that I had compiled here. If you want to know more about all of these leaks and what other upcoming cabinets are coming out, what has already been released, and how accurate these have been, be sure to check out my video on that as well. All right, but let's continue on. So earlier today, people started reporting that Best Buy had already put both the Centipede one and I believe the Mortal Kombat one up on their website for the price of $499.99. So again, accurate to the leaks. Of course, we still had, at the time, we still hadn't heard from Arcade1up, was this going to be the real price or not? But people started to become a lot more hopeful that that was going to be the actual price. And there was no other information on here. I believe the Mortal Kombat just said coming soon, and the Centipede was available for pre-order, and this has been as of a couple hours ago. Well, now that noon has hit, we can actually check the Arcade1up site and see what they have to say. And of course, we're back here now, and we will start to look at these one at a time. And we'll start with the Pac-Mania one. And if we click in, boom, we do find that, yes, those prices are accurate. That these new legacies will be retailing for $499.99. And just as the leaks predicted, these are now estimated for an early June ship date. And at this point, there will be free shipping. I'm not sure if that's always going to be free shipping or if it's just free shipping up until the time of launch. But as of right now, if you do order these directly from Arcade1up, you can get free shipping on them. So that's great. And again, this is the Pac-Mania edition. I think, a lot of us have gone over these already. But if you want to know more information, you can always go to Arcade1up's site and just see what is new. I think, the biggest thing that's new about these legacy editions, so, I don't have to talk about this for all of them, is that every single one of them are going to have Wi-Fi access. Now, the Pac-Mania, Bandai Namco Pac-Mania, and the Atari Centipede are both Wi-Fi leaderboards. No online play for them. It's the Mortal Kombat one that will have both leaderboards and online play. And these cabinets are very similar to the cabinets that got released last year in terms of legacy editions. This is very similar to the Pac-Man Legacy, with the same 12 games that had, but it adds in Pac-Man Plus and Galaga 88. So with this one, you're going to get 14 games and Wi-Fi, and it's only $50 more than last year's model. So, you know, I got to say that's a really great deal. Now, again, everybody's been speculating on these prices, and while I said I was very hopeful that they would be 500, I wouldn't have been surprised had these been 6. When you consider that the last thing that they released that was kind of a legacy edition type of cab was the Ms. Pac-Man Galaga Class of 81, and that retailed for $600, although you can find it now at $500 on sale from a bunch of places. But I would not have been surprised had this come out at $599. So I got to say, I'm very happy that these are only $499. And of course, just taking a quick look at the Centipede one, again, we get the same thing here. We get the same price of $499 and a June ship date, although they say late June. Okay, so hold on a minute. So I believe the other one said early June, right? Early June. Okay, so this appears to be the order. So the Pac-Mania will be coming out in early June, followed by Centipede in late June, and the Mortal Kombat 30th Anniversary Edition coming in early July. Again, all three at that $499 price. So that appears to be the order. First, they'll release the Pac-Mania in early June, the Centipede late June, and then the Mortal Kombat in early July. And again, the difference here being that all of these have 14 games, whereas last year's had 12 games, and these add Wi-Fi support to them, with this one having not just leaderboards, but online play. Now, obviously, online play is going to be there for the Mortal Kombat games, and this one adds in the original Mortal Kombat 3, as well as having Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and Clax to it, which were the 2 games that were not on last year's Midway Legacy. All right. Now, personally, I almost would have preferred had they dropped Paperboy and maybe given us Defender 2 Stargate on this. But hey, you know, it is what it is. And I'm still pretty excited for this particular one myself. Of the 3, this is probably the one I'm most interested in. Not really interested in the Centipede one, only because I own the Atari Tempest one, and there doesn't appear to be enough there for me to want to upgrade. Yes, it does add Super Breakout and Lunar Lander as new games, and yes, it does have Wi-Fi support, but that's not enough to make me want to trade in the one I have. The Pac-Mania is a maybe because I don't have any Pac-Man ones yet, but for sure this one, again, just because of the online play. And I'm really hoping that beyond the Mortal Kombat, that games like Rampage and Gauntlet also have online play, so that you can play with 3 players on Rampage, or 4 players on Gauntlet with people online. That would definitely be key and ideal. So guys, there you have it. The legacy cabs from Arcade1up are now available for pre-order. They are all $499. Again, the leaks were right. They definitely did hit that same price point that the Gamefly leaks said they were going to be, and the timing is right on these, with Pac-Mania and Centipede both coming in June and Mortal Kombat coming in July, just like was listed on the site. So just lending more credibility to the leaks for sure, and very excited to see what the future is going to hold in terms of the rest of the leaked information, in terms of cabs like Time Crisis and NFL Blitz, and seeing a Marvel versus Capcom 2 coming. And so, honestly, I think we're going to know more next month. June is typically when CES happens. Now, again, this year there is no CES. CES has been canceled, but a lot of the companies that make announcements right around CES are going to continue to make announcements this year. So I would say look for some big announcement from Arcade1up sometime next month in regards to the remainder of the cabs coming this year, including possibly some surprises that we don't know about yet. There's a lot of speculation that not everything has been leaked. But my guess is, too, beyond this, that some of the other things that are on that list for this time frame, the collectorcades and things like that, we're going to wind up seeing in the near future as well, probably by the end of this month or early next month. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But really, I just, again, wanted to talk more about these legacy cabs. Let's leave it at that. Again, they are available for pre-order right now from Arcade1up. I'm sure Again, Best Buy's already got a couple of them up. Within the next couple of days, probably all 3 will be up and available to pre-order. You will probably see pre-orders from other places like Walmart as well. I'm sure from our friends in Canada that the Brick will have them hopefully available. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe my new friend Michael B, hopefully calling him a friend, we'll be posting something on that very shortly. So, look for that for any of you Canadians who are interested, of course. And that's it. I'll leave it there. I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know in the comments, are you interested in any of these cabinets? And if so, which one? Are you excited that the price is only going to be $500, that we are only $50 above what last year's was? Are you going to pre-order them now? Or are you going to wait a few months and see if these drop even lower and get down to closer to 400 or even less than that in the future? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, all right? But that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the near future. Have a great day.